Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Aries May 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant, and I've had the great pleasure of doing a number of one-on-one clairvoyant readings for many of you Aries over the course of the last month, and you know who you are. And if you might be interested in having a one-on-one clairvoyant reading with me from anywhere in the world, just check out the information that's in the description box below. Now, in addition, I have also been providing healings for many people over the course of the last month, and healings, of course, are free. Now, readings I need to charge for, as you would understand, but the spiritual gift of healing has been provided to me on the basis that I do not benefit from it myself, and so that is free and without any obligation, and you can check out what's involved in that in the description. But now we're going to take 5 cards, aren't we? And as the subscribers know, much love always to the subscribers, we don't have any video advertisements in this content, and so you get to enjoy the experience uninterrupted. Now let's get 5 cards, shall we, and see what's in store for you this month. Here is the Queen of Pentacles. I always love the Queen of Pentacles, but of course it depends what is also here. There's the 3 of Pentacles. A lot of things going on with your material life, I would say. Let's have a look here. There is the Ace of Cups, always welcome. The Ace of Cups. Let's have a look to see what there is for the final 2 cards now, shall we? Let's see here. There is the Moon card, Major Arcana, and from in the middle, what's this? The King of Wands. Right, as is our usual practice, why don't you come now? Sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. All right, my beloved, now let's have a look and see what this card has to tell you now. This is the Moon. Major Arcana, usually something's around. Is it an illusion or is it a reality? Well, this painting here shows a full moon in the night sky, a symbol of intuition, dreams, and the unconscious. The bright moonlight creates an eerie atmosphere, doesn't it? In which we see a woman sitting on a wall. Now, deep in her thoughts, she has turned towards the moon. Underneath the woman lies a sea of dark water, representing the subconscious mind. And entwined with her dark dress, long tentacles are climbing up out of the deep water and crawl up to the surface, symbolizing the woman's deepest fears and anxiety. And the howling wolf next to her is her protector, but it also represents the wild aspect of your mind. Now, I see this as a time when you will be facing your shadows, is what I see it here. Again, illusion. There's something around here which is not what it seems. It's a time of great imagination. Listen to your dreams and also pay attention to your nightmares. The fantastical, the bizarre is in the air at the moment. Almost metaphorically, a descent into the underworld. There's a deep inner questing leading to the rebirth of light. Maybe an interest in occult knowledge or some sort of seductive sorcery. Now, addictions can come around at this time, and this is a time also to pay attention and to speak with your ancestors. Do you know, I think this card represents the depths of your unconscious and the fantastical aspect of your being. It is eerie and illusory by nature and relates to the deep psychological images of the soul. This card is often an omen that something mysterious, elusive, or intangible, something you just can't quite put your finger on, is contained within an issue. There's something there, you know it, you just can't identify it. Now, this may relate to the nature of the situation, indicating that there is an illusory or puzzling quality present, or that the issue is deeply woven in your subconscious. Now, sometimes this moon emerges when you are fearful or feeling lost, or are experiencing haunting thoughts or emotions, or when the path ahead seems like it is something that you just can't understand. Now, in this aspect, it is related to the sinister moonlight of your fears or nightmares. Now, you are urged, I think, to take one step at a time along this mysterious path, to be aware of your inner signs and intuition in order to pass through these mists towards the light. The moon is also calling for you to look to your dreams and unconscious for understanding. You must put aside rational reasoning and trust in the realm of your imagination. Fantasy and creativity can aid you in revealing hidden messages from your unconscious. To unravel these messages, you can employ dream analysis or create spontaneous art, such as creative writing or painting. Now, this should be done without any logical thought. And when the exercise is complete, you can use your reasoning mind to interpret and analyze the dreams, the writings, or the art. Now, this energy here can also be a call for you to live out your fantasies and explore the unknown, or dare to move away from that which is safe and unknown. Now, you shouldn't fear these experiences because they can't harm you. Rather, you can view them as an enticing ghost story that concludes with an emergence into the sun and towards deepest self-knowledge. You will also gain greater skills in intuitive knowledge and expanded awareness. Now, in many cases, this energy is a sign that you are feeling lost or wandering aimlessly, and that you must find your way back to your path and clarity of purpose. Now, although this card is sort of shadowy and unusual, it is not always disturbing, as it can be bewitching and has a tremendous power to inspire creativity and visualization, and maybe even some enhanced psychic ability with you. Now, we might go up this diagonal, I think, and have a look next at this Ace of Cups that's here. And you have to tell me, my darling, what is here? Well, here a woman is holding an oversized, it looks like a teacup or a coffee cup, doesn't it? And it's overflowing with hundreds of butterflies flying up to the sky. Now, she holds the cup close to her heart, as the butterflies are a symbol of the woman's deep feelings of affection and compassion. She is filled with love and sharing her love with the rest of the world. The woman is looking downwards towards her own reflection in the water, which symbolizes the connection with her intuition and subconscious mind. Now, I suspect that Cancer, Leo, and Gemini are going to be important to you in the context with this card that's here. This really is the essence of emotion. This is in the world between the worlds. It's not in space and time, and it's not in heaven either. It is the depths of feeling that are coming through for you now, intuitive emotions. There's intimacy here, or even a spiritual love. There's a great feeling of fertility. You'll be attracted to beauty, to pleasure, and you'll have a great degree of happiness, just overwhelming you here. Now, following on from this moon card, I think your intuition is going to be very high, and you'll have empathy for others. There's pure emotion with you, but it's harmonized. There's a sympathy, a kindness, and a sense of parental love that's here, almost idealism. There's welling up within you feelings of romance, and also a sense of forgiving people for things that have happened long ago, and some degree of self-sacrificing, I think. Now, I think this ace represents deep feelings and heightened intuition or emotional sensitivity. It appears here in the middle, doesn't it? And it's a sign that you are, or should be, attuned to your deepest feelings of compassion and emotional awareness. Now, as the essence of emotions, the ace is the invisible seed of your most profound unconscious feelings. Now, these intuitive vibrations are largely outside of your conscious awareness and originate in the hidden depths of your soul. They are instinctive emotions that inspire empathy with others and with the longings of your own heart. Now, these stirrings come directly from the source of divine love. Where else? The card can indicate that you must be sympathetic towards another person and treat others with kindness and affection. But look, you do that, I think, don't you, in your own way? Now, as the aces are from, as I say, a very ethereal place, the emotion here is very deep, but gentle at the same time. And you should employ gentle grace to support and inspire others by passing on the love you receive from the absolute, the divine. You become the channel for the most universal energy that holds everything together, the energy of love. This asks you, how can you offer this love for the benefit and healing of others? Well, the message here is that the answer to that question is contained in love. Now, this relates also to helping and aiding others, and that could be in any field, but particularly within healing, nurturing, and teaching. We are all teachers in a way. A purposefulness of action that brings satisfaction from helping others is also indicated here, as well as a connection to the arts and expressing your feelings. In relationships, this card means true love or spontaneously falling in love or the deepening of existing relationships. Also, the profound joy of mature love, security, trust, mutual kindness, and caring. Now, continuing up that diagonal, we come to this Three of Pentacles, which I am, if I'm not mistaken, is Mars in the second decan of Capricorn. Now that's really good because Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So Mars is an honored guest within the practical, tangible sign of Capricorn, and its usual unruly energy is put to good use for you. But here, the painting shows two parrots helping a young girl build a flower out of bricks. All three figures work as a team, don't they? Helping each other succeed with this collaborative project. Now, each has something useful to contribute because they respect each other and they value the other's opinions and knowledge. And so together they are going to succeed. Now, I think what we have here for you is that there is a matter at hand that demands an increased sense of identity and purpose. There's a need to establish a firm foundation through planning and preparation, along with the willingness to work steadily in order to assert the power of growth. Do you know, you've had an idea, I think, in mind, and now you know what you want to do. So this is saying to you to get on with it, to use that Mars energy to push on through practical, sensible Capricorn. These energies are very harmonious from an astrological point of view. Now, there is a period of stability which may be ahead, and it's worth working for to achieve longer-term wishes. Now, I think this energy is foretelling the manifestation of a desire, a project, or a situation through putting in the hard work now, leading to abundant rewards. At this time, a harmonic and coherent structure is forming on your behalf. The investment of your work in an external or physical direction will soon be rewarded and your goals will be reached. Now, demanding work may soon be necessary to bring about your desires, and by organizing your resources and engaging the joy of creativity, you are going to succeed. The time is right to build the structures. The 3 here exemplifies the full use of your energies in a situation. The gradual progression through hard work is demonstrated here. The undertaking evolves to completeness through a step-by-step approach. This continuous, steady labor is the act of creation itself. As well as representing work in general, this energy is particularly concerned with works of art or a project that involves a passion for the task in hand. It is this passion, rather than any financial reward that is going to come or can come, it's this passion that fuels your desire. Now, the 3 here has an association with Saturn in it as well. But it also has an association for me with the womb, the growth of a baby inside a woman's womb. So you have the element of earth being pentacles, physical, and it brings a spontaneous creativity, establishing the material from the idea and then determining its basic form and making it happen. Well, there's a couple of court cards here. Now, court cards, of course, can be of either gender, but I will refer to them naturally in accordance with the gender that's expressed in the paintings. But remember that they do apply to anything. Now, here is the Queen of Pentacles. Gee, I really think that Taurus is going to be interesting for you. And, of course, there's a lot of Aries all over this as well. Now here we see the Queen of Pentacles in the midst of a lush green garden. Her dress is made, what would you call these flowers, these things here? What are those flowers? Made of tulips, would they be? And you might correct me if that's not right, or let me know if that is right, but they look like kind of dried tulips. Anyway, they connect her with the surrounding plants and animals, and under her wide skirt rests a rabbit family, which symbolizes the Queen's protective nature, especially for those under her care. The Queen carries flowers in a basket and wears something of a formal jacket, I suppose, and that illustrates that she is a serious working woman and a good provider. Now, esoterically, she is the watery path of Earth, so she has, as water can come into Earth, it allows fertility, it allows things to grow. It's about harvest and growing things for you now, lushness. There's also, I think, for you here, a receptiveness and a reflective materialization, I think. You'll be setting about nurturing things. It's a very fertile time for you. Not only for falling pregnant or creating a pregnancy, but for projects and creative matters at hand. There's a very much a parental energy around here. It's a sustaining energy. I think you'll be warm-hearted, charming, resourceful, trustworthy, patient, and actually very sensitive, really. Maybe for a change, you might say, but I do think you will be. I do know that you will be very sensual and lusty, though, and other people are going to find you very attractive. I think that this Queen is a healer, sustaining growth and providing nourishing, life-giving waters to the thirsty earth. That, in a sense, is what you will be doing, because you will provide love and practical source. She, in a sense, is the earth goddess, sensitive to the natural world and in tune with its rhythms, seasons, and with the phases of the moon. I think you'll be hardworking, dedicated, and versatile, presenting practical solutions and sensible guidance to those who come to you looking for your help. I think you will give freely and abundantly, and have tremendous instinctive common sense and intuition. Now, her great work of creation is to sustain and nurture the earth with her nourishing waters. She tends to and cares for nature and is sensitive to the sensual flow of the female divinity. She can be understood as Mother Earth, whose rich waters bring sustenance to all life. She is a healer with the lifeblood which brings nutrition and growth into fruition. Now, I think what you'll be doing is giving great care to your own body and health, because she teaches you that nourishment of the body also nourishes and cleanses the soul. You are a soul sitting in an automobile, in a sense. The body is your automobile. You get out of it when it's run its course. But she also stands for deep-rooted security, especially when related to the emotions. So take comfort from that. And she combines a practical and earthy nature with succulent feminine opulence, resulting in, as I say, in overflowing fertility. She is calming, sympathetic, and loyal, and also represents your independence, security, and earthly comforts which are coming your way. Now, your heartfelt perseverance and stamina will lead you to a sense of material security and a realignment with the divine flow of life. Now, I think that there's an energy here which also deals with family life, children, certainly with material gain. I think this is also saying that you should appreciate and enjoy the senses and the good things in life. Enjoy your sexuality. Now, it may be that you need to connect more closely with the natural world and the natural rhythms of your body. She symbolizes the gentle ambition of matter to participate in the adoration of life. Like the flow of blood through your veins, she is the fluid that gives healing, sustenance, and oxygen to all forms of life. Now, on an inner level, you will feel her stabilized current. Spiritually, she can symbolize the yearning for the Divine Mother in search of emotional security and renewal of nature. But I think what this says to me, though, in a nutshell, is that this is a time of fruitful growth for you, warmth, security, and nourishment. And she is also related to physical beauty. As I say, you're going to have a great magnetic attraction to other people. She's also concerned, and you'll have an interest in the arts. And you may be even interested as you're walking around in birds, in animals, flowers, and gardening. Well, it wouldn't really be a reading for you without a lot of fiery forward emotion and energy, would it? And here we have the King of Wands. Now, interestingly, though, I think that Sagittarius and Scorpio are going to be important to you in things that are going on in your life also at the moment. Now, the King of Wands is represented by a man with a drum. Flames of fire blazing out from the side of the drum reflect the king's confident energy and a strong willpower. Does that ring a bell? He is a natural-born leader and a creative visionary. Now, throughout the city behind him, lights are beginning to emerge as people hear his call to rise up and follow him. His charisma inspires others to be bold. Now, this is suggesting to me that in connection with these other cards here and placed where it is down here, that you are going to be forceful in the pursuit of your desires and goal. You'll be assertive, bold, and self-assured. You'll characterize the positive energy of fire, which is direct, dynamic, and active. You will combine, I think, vitality and self-determination with an innovative nature. You'll be able to do things. You'll come up with new plans. You'll be a lightning rod of inspiration. And as I say, daring, charismatic, and a very magnetic personality, well, that's going to make you the perfect leader and give you the authority of command. You'll be powerful, honourable, optimistic, clever, and enthusiastic in your endeavours. And your energy will be projected forth like a flaming arrow. And I think what's also the case here is that there may be you could be something of an extrovert during this period, thrusting your desires and personal will out into the world. Now, sometimes this spectacular energy can be fierce and explosive, and it is often expressed in short and rapid bursts of activity. You move first, and then think after, is kind of the image that I'm getting here. But this does result in dazzling inspiration, ideas, or tactical brilliance, or a burning passion. You'll be proud and strong, an organizer, a pioneer, obviously, but people who will also look to you for leadership. You may well find that you are the center of attention, and you'll be enjoying the limelight. And you'll be the one to leap into a situation with daring and a keen sense of purpose. You'll be intensely creative and not settle for old approaches, preferring to do things with originality. You'll be the archetypal trailblazer or explorer, venturing into unexplored territories. You'll have the courage to face your enemies as well as life's challenges. You'll fight boldly for others or for your own convictions, sometimes with a dramatic or, well, I was going to say violent force, but you get the idea, but idealistic by nature. You'll always strive to better yourself or situations which are around you. There's also a feeling of divine inspiration and good news or good advice coming to you. You'll be the creator who makes use of your personal potential and power by identifying with your own inner image as the creator, goddess, or god. Well, what a fantastic set of cards for you. Well done, you. I trust you enjoyed that as much as I did providing it to you. I certainly enjoyed providing that reading to you. I always do, though, don't I? I love to see you, and thank you for having me in your home. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate the confidence that you place in me and the warmth which you show to me. Now, I'm not going to see you again probably unless you contact me for a reading or for a healing until next month. But until then, remember one thing and one thing only, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.